Hey you guys, this is my first YouTube video. I'm so excited to share my journey with y'all as I become a business owner, tell y'all the ins and outs and everything. I first wanted to share with y'all my experiences on how I even ended up in Dallas, which is crazy to so many people. So here we go. So when I was 20 years old, I graduated college a semester early, cried my eyes out in the director's office, the dean's office, saying, I cannot graduate. Like, I don't, no matter how many classes I done passed, I was not ready to graduate. So once graduation came, because I ended up still having to walk across the stage, they wasn't going to keep me there. I ended up going back to Atlanta. I spent like 6 or 7 months in Atlanta working for Couture Status, a fashion designer in the ATL area. Still learning, doing model calls, setting up the fittings and everything. But I wasn't making the money I should have been making or thought I was going to be making. So I ended up having to come back home. Came back home, was depressed for like a good 3-4 months, you guys. Wasn't working, just didn't know what to do. I'm like, here I am, a college graduate, studying in fashion, minor in hospitality, didn't know what to do. I thought I was going to be a fashion designer, wasn't sewing not one bit of clothing. And then my dad walked in the room one day, 3 months after, he got sick of me not working, 3 months in, and had that talk with me. You need to get over it. You're not in Atlanta no more. Get over it. Get a job. And when my daddy talked to me and tell me that, that's all I have to do. Next day, I called my best friend up and told her, listen, I need you to help me do applications. We spent the whole day, sun up, sun down, doing applications. The next day after that, me and my best friend went to the mall looking for jobs. A week later, I got a phone call from a good friend now, and she offered me a manager position at Sears. Did Sears. So I worked at Sears for about a year, and I realized I hated working at retail. Just because I did that when I was 17, 18 years old, I realized that was not my life. So I started working at my first hotel. Loved my first hotel. That's when I was like, okay, now I can, work my way up and do sales, event planning. Ended up not getting a job there, so I was like, you know what? I'm done with y'all. I left. That was it. I left. Unexpectedly left. Didn't know where I was going. Then I went into another stage of depression. Didn't have a job for 6 months. So I left the job in May. Didn't get a job until October. In October, I was blessed with 2 jobs. One at a nonprofit school for the arts in the lower ninth ward, and then the other job was at another hotel. Loved it. I learned so much about myself. And in that time, I was able to work for 2 event planners. The first one being Divine Inspirations, where she taught me so much. I fell in love with event planning. And then a year later, she moved to Houston. So I'm like, oh man, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? She moved to Houston. What am I to do? So while I was working at the second hotel, I ended up running into NOLA Event Planners. And when I first met her, I didn't work for her. I just got her card, and then something told me to just call her and say, hey, I met you way in December. Can you give me a job now? Can I work for you? This is my experience. Can I work for you? Luckily, she knew my cousins, and she's the godbaby of my godmother of my first cousin. So, got the job. And while I was on that journey with NOLA Event Planners, I was able to work for David Tutera, do event planning, and just grow and figure out stuff about myself. Like if event planning was what I wanted to do, if that's the road I want to go down. So then I've been working for 2 years at this hotel. Mind you, while I'm doing that, I'm working at the school, and I'm getting my online master's degree, which is crazy because I was on an accelerator program. I'm doing all this at once, and then March comes. So once March comes, March of 2017 actually, I took a trip to New York. living my life, just spending money, blowing money. I'm in New York, I'm shopping, I'm drinking, I'm partying. You know, graduation was right around the corner for me. When I got back the first week of April, back to work, I said, I can't do this anymore. Can't do it. Something just told me, like, Jazz, you cannot work here any longer. You've been at the front desk for 2 years. What is your next step? So I told my manager, I said, instead of me quitting, let me take a leave of absence. I took a month off from work. A lot of people are like, Jazz, how do you just take a month off, especially going on vacation? I saved money up and just took the month off. What did I do? I took the month off, went to my friend's house in Fort Worth and stayed 2 weeks with her. For those 2 weeks, I told her I was going to find a job. So every day in Dallas, Fort Worth, the DFW area, I literally had 2 interviews every day for 2 weeks. Every day for 2 weeks. At the end of the second week, I got a phone call that I got the job. Packed my bags up. I packed my Fort Worth bags up. Got in the car, told my parents, went back home, packed everything up, came back out here and was out here May 1st, just living a life, getting everything together. So started working. I was still staying with my friends. I was bouncing back between houses in Dallas, Arlington, and Fort Worth. Did that for about a month, and I actually ended up finding a place to stay. But shout outs, first of all, we have to shout out the people that let me live with them. Kanika, Angel, and Relisha. Shout outs to those 3 friends, because I know I'm hard to live with. I don't fold clothes every day. I don't cook. Like, I'd rather go out to eat, but the way the budget was set up at that move in there, couldn't do that. So shout outs to my friends for that. And here we are, 2018. 2018, and I just woke up one day, literally woke up, something told me, start this YouTube channel. Why even teach etiquette classes? I have been in Dallas, I've done job fairs, I currently work in human resources for about 2 years now. And it breaks my heart seeing people not being prepared on how to interview, how to dress for interviews, people not knowing to shake hands, how to say good morning, good afternoon, hello, goodbye, all of that. Once I realized that, even going to the high schools and young adults, people that are already in college not knowing how to do this, I said, I have to change it. I was blessed enough to have the opportunity to know how to dress for an interview, how to handle these type of situations, how to even answer the simplest questions. Tell me about yourself. Like, if somebody was to ask me, Jasmine, tell me about yourself. Well, I'm an amazing person with an awesome personality from New Orleans. Like, what would you like to know? And that gets them. They don't want to know about what you did, what you went to school with. They want to know, can you do the job and what type of personality you have. Nobody wants to work with somebody with an ugly personality. Dallas loves New Orleans personality, and I'm going to give it to them in an interview, point blank. And that's what I want to bring out with the young adults in Dallas. So that's my journey. I hope I told you everything for you guys to support me on this journey, and wish me luck. One thing I can say though about recording these YouTube videos is, one, I have to definitely get used to talking to a camera, and 2, while I was recording, there are people around me. I was sitting next to the people earlier, then I had to delete files off my MacBook just so I can record this. I want this to be a learning journey. When you see me build my business, I want y'all to see how I got there. I want y'all to see the struggles, the no makeup, the crying, my hair being a mess. It might be natural, it might be curly, it might be out of my head, I don't know. The edges might be gone. I want y'all to see the good, the bad, the ugly, and the success. Y'all might see me fail, y'all might see me succeed. Whatever it is, I want y'all to see it. Every Wednesday, support me. B_Demeter Jazz, BEE. And the B stands for Beautiful Etiquette and Events. We will get this together. I want the support. I want my Dallas people to support me. I want my New Orleans people to support me. I want the U.S. to support me. It's too much personality to just be contained for New Orleans and Dallas. I got to get out there. The crazy thing on how I even started recording myself, I was just at work at the hotel one day in human resource, and I was just like, let me record just telling people good morning. Let me just record me telling people good afternoon, good night. Give them a model for the day. Get their day going. People don't hear positive stuff. They always see a screenshot. They always see a little status on Facebook. But when it comes from me, you're going to see it on video. I'm about to tell you how it is every day. Even if I'm having a bad day, then have coffee, you going to see that. And I'm going to still be positive. I'm going to be like, y'all, it's been a rough day, but I had my coffee, so I'm grateful. It's life. You have to live a positive life and share positive energy. That's what I'm here to do as I work my way up to the top.